Hello, in this lecture we are going to learn about the conditional statements in the JavaScript. So, if you want to take a decision and based on some decisions, if you want to perform some operations, then we use the conditional statements. So let's see which are the conditional statements are available in JavaScript and how to use them. So conditional statements, as I said, they are basically used to check the conditions, and based upon the condition result, we perform certain operations. So JavaScript basically supports three different types of conditional statements. So the first conditional statement is called as the if conditional statement. So if we want to compare only a single condition, then we use if condition. Then the second type of conditional statement is called as if-else conditional statement. If some condition is true, then if you are going to perform some operations, and if you want to perform some other operation, if the condition is false, then we use the if-else operations. If you want to perform the multiple operations based upon if one condition is true, if not the other condition is true, and if some other condition is true. So if you want to basically check the multiple cases with each other, then we perform the operation that is called as else if ladder. Now one big mistake that most of the people does is they call if else and else if as a loops. So always remember if else, else if, these are not the loops, but these are the conditional statement. So don't get confused in loops and the conditional statement. So the first statement is called as the if statement. Now, as you can see, the syntax is we write the if keyword, then inside if, that is inside the bracket of if, we write the statement. So as said here, the if statement evaluates the condition in the parenthesis, that is inside a bracket, and if the condition is true, then the block get executed. So what is a block? If you see here, this is basically entirely called as the if condition, and then the opening and closing curly bracket is basically called as the block. So this particular block gets executed if this condition is true. Otherwise, this block does not get executed. For example, if you want to decide if the student is pass or fail, then we are supposed to check its marks. So if the marks are greater than or equal to 40, we can say the student is pass. So let's see the example here. As you can see, this is the index.html. Now since we are working with the conditional statement, we'll change the title. So JavaScript conditionals demo, and we have referred a JavaScript whose name is test.js from the folder JS. Now we will be writing our code here, and then we'll be viewing the results here. So let's say select marks is equal to 50. So we have created one variable whose name is marks, and we have assigned the value 50 to this. Now we are supposed to decide if the student is pass or fail, and based on that we have to display the message congrats if the student is pass and sorry if the student is fail. But currently we are only supposed to display congratulations if the student is pass. Then how we can say that if the student is pass or not? Then we'll write if, then after if statement there is always a parenthesis, then marks are either greater or equal to 40, then I can use the term congrats. So congrats will be the message displayed inside an alert. So I'll simply write congrats. Now I'll refresh the page. As you can see, it says the congrats. So if the marks are greater than 40, or even if the marks are 40, if I refresh the page, it will say congrats. Now, if the marks are less than 40, let's say 39, here you can see it doesn't say anything. Okay, so this is the drawback of if. So if statement only shows something if the condition is true. It doesn't work on what if the condition is false. Now, in order to overcome this drawback, we'll be using the next conditional statement, that is called as the if statement. As I said here, the if statement may contain the optional else block that is executed when the condition is become false. So if a statement gives us both the ways, so what to do if the condition is true and what to do if the condition is false. So this is the syntax of if else statement. So we have if statement, and after the if statement immediately we have the condition in parenthesis. Then if statement has a body with opening and closing curly bracket, and it contains any number of statements. So this is called as the body of if. Body of if. So this body will get executed if this particular condition is true. If this condition is not true, then what will get executed is nothing but the body of else statement. So let's try to modify this example so that it will say sorry you are failed. So simply add else, and for a else also we'll add a body. So alert, sorry you are failed. Now if I run the code here, you can see the marks are 39. So if I refresh the page, it will say sorry you are failed. If the marks are equal to 40, now since if the marks are greater than or equal to 40, we are saying congrats. So this condition is true. So it will say congrats. So this is about the if else conditional statement. Now the again drawback of if else conditional statement is it only tells what to do if the condition is false and what to do if the condition is true. But there may be some situations where the result may not be always in true or false. There might be some another kind of condition in such a way that if marks are greater than 40, then we can say that there might be the grades. So grade A, grade B, grade C or grade D. So these conditions cannot be solved with only true or false. So such kind of conditions can be solved with the help of else if ladder. As you can see, there is not only a single if or not only a single if else, but there is this series of if else. Okay. Now such a series of if else one after another is called as else if ladder. So what we have done here, if marks are greater than 75, then we are saying the student has a distinction class. If marks are greater than or equal to 40, then the student class is said as pass class. Otherwise, the student is said to be fail. So let's try to solve this example. So what we'll write here is, we'll use three conditions. So marks are greater than 75, then I can say the student is in distinction. Then if marks are greater than 75, then distinction. If marks are from 74 to 60, then I can say it's a first class. If marks are 40 to 59, then I can say student is pass class. and if marks are less than 40, then I can say the student is fail. Now if you can see here, there is not only two conditions present, that is student is pass or fail, but more than two conditions are fail. So the traditional if else fail here. So we have to use the else if ladder. Let's see. So if marks are greater than or equal to 75, then I can say alert, you have the first class. Then there might be the condition, if they are not greater than 75, they might be 74 to 60. So I can say if marks are greater than or equal to 74 as well as, less than or equal to 74 as well as the marks are greater than or equal to 60, then I can say the student is a first class. So else, again we have to check the condition. So else if, I forgot if here. Otherwise also we have to check whether the marks are between 40 to 59. Again we have to write else if. So else if marks are greater than, less than or equal to 59 and marks are greater than or equal to 40, then I can say student is a pass class. So simply write alert pass. Otherwise I can say the student is fail. So we'll simply write alert fail. Now we have given the marks as 40, so it will say it's a pass class. Let's give the mark as 85. Now 85 are nothing but greater than 70, so it should show first class. So I need to modify here as distinction. So if marks are greater than 75, it will say distinction. If the marks are 75, again it should say distinction, because inside the if condition we have used marks are greater than or equal to 75. Both will be considered as distinction. So if I use the marks are 72, so this falls under this if else condition. So it will say the student is first class. And if we give the marks between 59 to 40, so let's say 55, so it will be display the student is simply a pass class. And if the marks are less than 40, so let's say 35, then it will say the student is fail. So if we have a series of if else statement, then the corresponding condition is called as else if ladder. So this is all about the conditional statements in JavaScript. Always remember there are only 3 conditional statements in JavaScript, and again I remind you, most of the student calls if or else if as a loop, but they are not loop, they should be called as conditional statements. Thank you.